All right, TV's up. Dog is still in here hindering. However, this is what we're gonna need. We're gonna need some 14-2. This is 15 feet of it. I actually already have about 6 feet here that I'm gonna use. I didn't realize I still had that when I bought this. So this is extra now for the next time, and then I don't remember I have it, and then I buy more. So that's gonna happen. That's a piece of trash. This is a remodel box. Well, as you tighten up these screws, these little flappers come up and they pinch against the drywall. So this is actually what we're gonna be mounting up behind the TV. Here's our new plug. It's a 15 amp plug. It's commercial grade. I don't really know the difference. Usually I get tamper resistant ones. All these are tamper resistant. However, we didn't do that. And then we got a new cover. It's black. All of our rest of them are polished. Dude, quit licking my ears. Don't act like you didn't do it. Everybody's seen you do it. You're not innocent, dude. Are you sure? Are you gonna lick my ears again? Alright, dude. Just play cool, alright? Yeah, good talk. So we just got a black one. Again, it's gonna be behind the TV. You're never gonna see it. I'm not sure it's important for it to match all the other ones. We're gonna get started just by, now, you gotta realize there's going to be a stud on one side or the other of the box. Most electricians and most people in the world are right-handed, so when they hold the box up here and they swing their hammer, typically the studs are always going to be to the left of all your outlets. Typically. We're still going to use a stud finder to confirm that. We're going to use a stud finder to confirm what side of the stud it's on. And it's on the left side of that, so we're good to make sure that we stay on the right side, because it's going to be a lot easier to not go through a stud to run our power from this plug up to our new plug up here.
Alright, you're recording. Stop. There's nowhere you can go.
Making sure we're on the correct side of the stud. We're going to end up being behind the TV, and we're just going to trace our box. It's going to be the best way to make sure we get an accurate measurement. Make sure you don't trace and cut out these tabs. Those tabs are what's secured against the front of the wall. So we're just tracing the sides and the shortest part of, and then we're going to come back with our box. Line it up on the top. Line it up down here on the bottom. And that's what we're cutting out. I'm going to cut that out with a drywall saw. All my power comes from the basement and up, so there shouldn't be a power line running up this stud. I'm still going to kind of fill. Or also, this is an interior wall. The backside of this wall is another bedroom. So it shouldn't be insulated unless you had that custom done as the house is being built or remodeled later on to add soundproofing between bedrooms. And even though I'm a screamer, there's nobody else in this house. No soundproofing needed. Woo, good catch. That's our trash piece. Our box should now fit right into there. Perfect. We gotta get power to it though. So, back to the old handy dandy box. I'm gonna take off this plug. Ruby deal. Ruby. Alright. This is called a fish tape. We're going to run this up here through the back of this box up there to that hole and then pull a new power line in. That's the plan. There we go. Perfect. I'm actually done with the drill bits. I like to pull out a single wire out of here, preferably my ground, maybe about 3 to 4 inches of it. Then I'll cut the excess. I'll loop it around here, loop it around that, and now I'm going to pull it back down, feeding this in at the same time. Perhaps that's my plan. Sometimes people make this look really easy. I'm not one of those people. There it goes. We want to make sure we have about 10 inches on both sides. How do you do? It was under my balls. So now we're done with the fish tape. We're going to grab our remodel box. Wow. Push our wire up into it. Pull out some excess. And again, as we tighten up these screws, that should work out a lot easier than that. I'm not quite sure what our holdup is. Come on. I believe I'm having technical difficulties. We're going to go ahead and cut you off and cut you back on here for a moment. My technical difficulty was these were only started in the clips on the back, so I had to pull it off, run the screw through a couple of times, just to kind of thread it. Little tip I've learned over the years of stripping wire is to put your cutters on at a weird angle and then straighten them out, and it kind of pre-rips it. So that's that. I'm gonna put a U on these, maybe strip a little bit more of that one. You want about 3/4 of an inch. I found it really works, and that way you get a nice U. ground is going to go to your green, white is going to go to silver, and black is brass. So BB, green ground, and then white is just silver. It's the way I've always remembered. When you're putting power on, you want to connect your ground first. Scrap. Ground first, neutral second, which is again your white. You also don't want the white coming too far off the back side of here. Otherwise you're going to have exposed wires, and if any two of these wires contact each other, you have a potential for fire. So you want to make sure you're not overstripping wire. More is not better. Less is also not great. And again, if you look, we're stopping. It stops just at the end of that. That way it's not way off the back. If your ground contacts one of these, it could arc out. And again, that's a potential for fire. So you don't want that. We're going to take our wires. We're going to tuck them nicely into here, making sure that our ground is down and not going to touch get these started with our driver. While you were away, I got the bottom all wired in. So that's actually already done. Figured, you know, you only need to see the way one plug is wired in, but again, when you're putting things on, ground, neutral, then hot. So bare copper, white, then black. When you're taking it off, it's the opposite. You want to take your power off first, then your neutral, then your ground. And make sure our screws are vertical because that looks great. And then we're going to plug our TV in. Going to work on looping up our wire and then moving our TV back to we'll do a better job at looping those wires up, but as you can see, we no longer have a dangly cord. We're going to be able to turn the TV on.
Let's turn the power back on.
She's right. Once I turn the power back on, I'll be able to turn on the TV. All right. Anyways, thanks for liking. Just know that the job's done. Like and subscribe for more little DIY how-tos, and be sure to comment what I did wrong, because that's how comments go. Thanks for watching.